When you think about creating a new feeling in a space, whether it's a home or office, begin with a piece of art. It can be a painting, it can be a series of photographs, it can be something sculptural or dimensional, but begin with that as your starting point. It will really help inform the look and feel and tone of a room. So you can see in this particular dining space, we began with a diptych that I had painted, and it has a lot of dimensionality to it by virtue of the fact that I did have an underpainting, and that really helped me build from there. So I'm going to just slowly go over the painting so that you can see that there are some very light and almost pastel-like colors, but they're intermixed with grittier colors like reds and golds and pinks of black that really give it a more modern look and feel. And even a little bit of red on this side, it just creates a line that gives it a lot of interest. So I chose this particular diptych for this room because I wanted it to have a restful, peaceful quality, and the piece I had in here prior to this was much stronger and bolder. But I find this piece to be quite restful, and so if I had not had chosen to offset it by this piece off to the left and this piece off to the right, then I probably could have gotten away with even a larger piece for this wall. But in this particular case, I think the diptych carries the wall. It has a commanding enough presence, and it's offset and complemented by the structure that I'm showing you right now, which is almost altar-like. So I have candles, I have an artifact replica, and then a beautiful piece of blown glass. And then below, I complemented it with some books that were kind of graphic in nature. And the look and color and feel of these particular books really helps play off the golds and reds and fuchsia colors in the painting. And this juxtaposition between something that's graphic with something that's very textural really works quite nicely. And then off to the right side, I chose a Parisian easel with the book Shock of the New, because I just think that gives a nice abstract feeling to the whole space. And then on the dining table, I have an old ceramic vessel from the 1940s that an artist created. And it just has such a wonderful quality and soul to it. So I really encourage you to look for repurposed items that really call out to you. And then this particular small tray is really offset nicely by this book. It's really great to use cross patterns, but not in the way that some interior designers might go about doing it. Try and look for things that just kind of startle you a little bit when you put them side by side. And no need to, be too focused on matching everything too carefully. But very important too is the grounding of the artwork with a rug. And don't feel like you necessarily have to just go with the solid colors when you have artwork in the room. You can see that in this particular case, I was able to find a rug that really actually works quite nicely with the painting. And yet it has patterns and shapes and colors to it. And enough kind of white space in the center, that negative space, really allows the room to be a lot more restful. So make sure you don't choose anything too busy because that will ultimately distract from the beauty of the artwork that you select. So in summary, first of all, begin with a piece of art to really set the tone and help you establish the palette that you want to use. And then from there, build out your furnishings and your accessories. And along the way, look for rugs that are really going to complement the overall look and space and feeling and tone that you have wished to establish. So I hope this has been helpful to you. Feel free to subscribe so you can see additional spaces that we create for interiors, home interiors, as well as office interiors. I have found that in workspaces in particular, morale and motivation is elevated dramatically when you shift a space. And the same is, of course, true in a home environment because it is your personal space. So all the more reason to really think about a way that fine art can make that difference. All the pieces I show in my videos are for sale. So if you're interested, feel free to reach out to me. I also do provide consultations for interiors. So if you just want to Zoom with me and share your space, I'm happy to do that and do a consultation with you. So thank you again for liking, subscribing, and sharing with others. I hope to have a lot of interesting information down the road to share with you.